Pulse 95. Between local lines, notes from the Emirate.
Well, Sharjah's Expo Center is going to get really, really busy next month because we'll be celebrating the Sharjah International Book Fair. It's going to be the 40th edition starting on November 3rd and running until November 13th. We're going to have Nobel laureates visiting, Booker Prize winners, screenwriters of Money Heist, renowned authors, illustrators, and renowned social media influencers from the region and beyond to celebrate the joy and love of books. And another staggering fact, 15 million books to be showcased.
A lot of books.
That's a lot of books.
That's a lot. I mean, a lot. Well, anyway, so it's going to be held under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Muhammad Al Qasimi, member of the Supreme Council and the ruler of Sharjah, and it will bring together 85 writers, artists, creatives from 22 different countries, and it will present 970 events, including cultural sessions, shows, performances, seminars, and workshops, even theatrical plays from Kuwait as well. And this year, the book signing corner, it will feature local and foreign authors who will be signing their books for fans, covering a variety of genres, including poetry, fiction, history, literary criticism, translations, cookbooks, children's literature, arts, legal research, archaeology, among others as well. And according to the chairman of the Sharjah Book Authority, His Excellency Ahmed bin Rakkab Al-Amri, he did say that the continuing success of the fair was not only a reaffirmation of its core belief that books are the foundation for knowledge, but also it serves to advance the publishing sector regionally and internationally. And this event is at the core of a vibrant global cultural movement as it hosts diverse activities that bring together distinguished intellectuals and authors from all around the world.
Yeah, look, there's one news that we'd like to let you know about. There is one kind of sad news is for the Morning Majlis fans. It's also good news, maybe. It depends how you can look at it. Is both Ahmed and I will not be doing the Morning Majlis for 10 days.
That's very sad for me.
I'm gonna miss you. That's why
I'm gonna miss you guys. Yeah, this is gonna be really sad. I don't know.
This is going to
I can't digest it till now.
Till now, it's very sad. Yes, of course. So the listeners will be delighted to hear that we'll be doing a live coverage from the Sharjah International Book Fair. So both Ahmed and I will be back on the airwaves at 12 noon. So it's going to be a very, very busy few weeks, to be honest. It's going to be the busy 10 days of Sharjah International Book Fair. Everyone's going to be excited about it. Everyone's going to be, they get into the spirit. I love the vibe at SIBF, especially during the evenings. I feel jealous sometimes. And I tell the team, say, can we have the night Majlis instead? Can we be there late at night? Because it would be great to do that. Because
so active and vibrant.
It's crazy. But I'm sure there's going to be school visits. And when school trips happen, man, oh man, that place is crazy. And it gets amazing. It's the vibe, it's the atmosphere that gets created. So we're really looking forward to the Sharjah International Book Fair. And of course, such a milestone edition, the 40th edition. You know, it's great to see how this event has grown in popularity. And I remember the days when, I don't remember those days, but I remember attending one of the meetings with His Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Ahmed Al Qasimi, the Deputy Ruler of Sharjah and Chairman of the Sharjah Media Council. He showed us some pictures of the first book fair. And there's a lot of concern saying, is it going to be successful? Is it going to be good? To see how it has grown from that small event to this large-scale book fair,
top three
in the world, is just amazing, and it's a story to really focus on. So I'm going to urge all the listeners, whenever they go into the SIBF, think about it where it started. Think about it from the initial idea of having such a grand event, and the best part, what I love about this, is it continues to remain free of charge.
It's free of charge, and I love how they integrate it every single year. It doesn't resemble itself like the year before. For sure. They always add things. Like this year, they're having those theatrical plays that are like now added from different cultures, and they're they have some additions to it, plus the new guests that they're bringing in. You're not going to see the same exact faces you see every single year as well. The discussions, the panel discussions, they're going to revolve around new topics as well. So everything, they're always keeping up with what's happening in the world. They don't just repeat themselves.
No, not at all. And I also admire the fact that, having it last year was such a big deal because it was at the height of COVID concerns, and a lot of people were thinking, hey, maybe we can't have events at all, but they managed to do it safely. The halls were packed, but everything was done in a way that's responsible, and now this is set to be a lot bigger. And Rania, you're right about that. They've got a mix of things on the program. You got the theater performances from Kuwait. They're going to be doing a show called The Rabbits, featuring Badr al-Shu'aibi and Fahar al-Banai and Hanadi al-Kandari. They're known influencers from Kuwait.
Oh yeah, they are. I know them.
Yeah, so do I. I'm very excited about that. Yeah. And I hope we get to talk to them during the event as well. They also have a social media station with 11 specialized workshops. I'm especially excited because Hadil Ma'arri is also going to be giving some talks and discussions on how to leverage social media platforms. The Cookery Corner is going to be back. 10 chefs and experts from around the world are going to be doing cooking lessons. Also a great chance to get some free food samples there as well. And they also have various other events, Illustrators Corner. The screenwriters from Money Heist are going to be talking about the craft of putting together a successful TV show. So there's really something for everybody at the SIBF this year around.
The Money Heist thing is going to draw in so many people.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure already. Like I'm telling friends, and they're like, "Oh my God, when is that? What day? What day?"
Yeah.
I don't know yet. It's still on the agenda, like to be announced. But yeah, it's amazing.
I hope we get to talk to them and pick their brains a little bit too.
I'm sure we will. Yeah, we do. We always get our way in the end and interview those big
like
people. But you were really hands-on last year because you were there the whole time.
Yeah, and it was such a fun
and it was such a difficult time.
It was
challenging.
It was an interesting time because a lot of the authors weren't here physically, so we had to do these Zoom interviews with them,
right?
Which is cool.
It was cool.
Like me, I'm talking to an international author, both of us in our bedrooms. Over the Zoom platform on the laptop, just talking. It was nice. It was definitely special. But I'm so glad that everybody's now coming down here.
Yeah.
And the full list of names hasn't been announced. We're going to be seeing more and more international authors come in. And if anything, or if history is something to go by, the book fair is always full of surprises. For instance, once they surprised us with a Guinness World Record attempt for world's largest book signing. So I'm sure they're going to do something out of this world this time around as well.
We're definitely looking forward to it, and we're inviting all of you to share your thoughts and excitement for the Sharjah International Book Fair. Let us know which particular event or session you're looking forward to the most here on the program. We'll be right back after some more musical entertainment. In fact, it's a bit of Taylor Swift to kickstart the positive vibes this morning, and then we'll continue the discussions right after that, continuing our focus here in the Emirates of Sharjah and about the big event that is set to kick off this morning as well. Stay tuned to the Morning Majlis only on Pulse 95.
Pulse 95.
The Morning Majlis, talking the stories that are shaping headlines. This is Pulse 95.
Well, students and people who are looking for job opportunities, listen up. This conversation is for you. Under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Muhammad Al-Qasimi, Supreme Council member and the ruler of Sharjah, today, the 23rd National Career Exhibition and also the 17th International Education Show is kicking off at the Expo Center, Sharjah. More than 75 educational and academic institutions, along with government and private bodies, they will take part in both of those fairs. And of course, those two events are organized by the Expo Center, Sharjah, and also with the support of the Sharjah Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And it's going from today until the 21st of October. So you have 3 days to attend both fairs. And looking into the International Education Show, it is held in cooperation with the Ministry of Education and also the Sharjah Private Education Authority. And it will be the best place, actually, or the platform for educational institutions from across the region and the world to spot the brightest talents who are willing to pursue higher studies in a variety of specializations in reputable institutions in different cities and countries as well. So thousands of students together with their parents. They're actually expected to attend the event to find out more about the most prominent and the latest higher education programs in a variety of disciplines, including medicine, engineering, management, other studies as well. So this show is definitely for you, and it's regarded as a golden opportunity for students who are willing to obtain various scholarships and explore the admission requirements of national and international universities.
And then we also have the National Career Exhibition, which is also kicking off today at the Expo Center, Sharjah. Held in cooperation with the Emirates Institute for Banking and Financial Studies, it's going to provide a wonderful job opportunity for citizens here in the country, for them to explore their various options, ways to develop skills for various careers, and what's out there in the job market for them as well. It's going to open up today starting 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And on Thursday from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. as well.
Yeah, it's such an important exhibition to attend. Now, a lot of young students will be thinking, why should I go to a career exhibition or the International Education Fair that's taking place here in the Emirate of Sharjah? Now, the first thing is, for us individuals, it's an eye-opener kind of a situation. Reason is because the CV that I did 6 years ago has become kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
I've seen how interviews have been taking place at the moment, because interviews nowadays, you click on the application forms, there's a robot that prompts you a question and you respond. You have a minute and a half to respond to those questions via video link, and that video footage goes to the employers. They scan it, they skim through it, and then they contact you for further interviews. It's scary. It's scary how a recruitment process has changed over the years. And it's also scary going to university to find out it is going to be distance learning, but we want you there in the country if you're going abroad, and making some choices. Let's say, for example, a student from a school in Muwayla has decided to say, you know what, Mum and Dad, I want to go to the UK for university. They sign up to a course, they travel there, and then they realize the cost of living there is enormous, and you've got to weigh all these options. So, and the other aspect is how they teach you, because when I made that big jump into university from wonderful schooling here in the United Arab Emirates, it was all to play for. They don't teach you. They lecture you, and they let you learn on your own. You've got to do your own research. You've got to find your own resources. You've got to go to the library, fight over that book or fight over that resource or a journal. It might not be available because some XYZ James has taken over the journal for a week, hasn't returned, has incurring fines, and then you're stuck. You learn problem-solving skills. So it's so important to be going to these exhibitions and researching a bit more about the city you're going to call home, and also the university that you're going to call as your sanctuary as well.
Going back to applying for jobs, I heard that in certain places in the world, now employers and firms, they're actually asking for a video resume.
Yeah, it's basically...
It's basically to showcase your communication skills and all of that. So they ask you for basically 1 minute video, for example.
Yep.
And basically that's it. You don't need to send a resume anymore, a written resume. It's like you need to send the video, and you have 1 minute to impress. And
True.
that's it.
It's the elevator pitch, isn't
I don't know
it?
if that's going to be... Yeah, exactly, the elevator pitch thing. So I don't know if that's going to be the new norm nowadays. Everyone's going to, adopt it. I don't know.
Well, you've got an AI as well that's going through your qualifications and such. So it's not just people looking out at your qualifications, your resume, your skills. There's also a robot that's vetting your prospect. So it's a very different world from where we are today. I think we should probably get someone from recruitment to talk to these things about us, because it's really fascinating how much it's changed.
Yeah.
And when you're embedded in a job for some time, you really lose track of how they recruit nowadays. It's always ever changing, especially during COVID.
It has changed a lot. And but tell you what hasn't changed is your chance to win 10,000 dirhams, courtesy of Omnis Influencers. Let's bring that music up, shall we? There we go. Get the energy charged in, and before people get terrified of jobs. A bonus of 10,000 dirhams. Everyone likes that. It's a drone competition. Fly above Sharjah.
Yeah.
Film something cool. Put it together. upload it, and then off you go. But there's some
That's it.
rules.
Yes, that's it. Well, first of all, you have to have a drone to do that, and you have to film a video. The rules are it has to be up to 60 seconds long, no more than that. And as well, you need to tag Pulse 95 Radio on your Instagram video. And not only that, we have to also add the hashtag Sharjah above. So those are the rules that go along with it, and make sure to have a good content in your video, and make sure the video is actually shot by you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't just use stock footage.
Right.
We know what's up.
Yep, exactly. And if you're looking for cool ideas of filming Maliha Desert, to learn a little bit more about Maliha Desert, we spoke to Khawla Al-Hashimi from Shuruq about the new Misk Moon Retreat and why that desert plain of where the sand meets the rock is so important and so beautiful to capture, especially in the morning, like golden hour. So guys, do join in the competition. The winners will be announced in November. Stay with us on the Morning Majlis. We'll be back right after the news headlines. But before that, we have Iman Al-Majali to brief you about what to expect from the drone competition.
95.
The Morning Majlis, talking the stories that are shaping headlines. This is Pulse 95.
Well, 9 episodes on Netflix that turned the world around, literally the world of entertainment, and I'm talking about Squid Game. And if you will definitely not be short on things to do if you're at Expo at this moment, because now the Korean Pavilion, they have added the Squid Game series challenge into. They put it into reality, basically. They turned it into reality after the overwhelming success of the famous Korean series. And now you can actually catch the Squid Game at the Expo Dubai in the Korean Pavilion every day from 3 p.m. until 4 p.m. Even the Korean Pavilion, they actually posted on Instagram saying that you have to stick with the strongest team. It's the only way to win. So all you have to do is just basically visit the Korean Pavilion at Expo 2020 and play the Squid Game every day until the 14th of November. And they said that, remember, the shape you have chosen is the shape you must peace out.
Ooh, eerie. That's very, very popular stand pavilion at the Expo 2020. A lot of people have been going to the event as well. As per the numbers, we have nearly 800,000 unique visits since the opening of the Expo 2020, according to officials in their briefing. And the World Fair has been immensely popular. More than half of those people visiting have a season pass. And AK, you've seen just how much the event is bustling and how many people are going, especially on weekends.
Oh, weekends, Fridays is crazy. So many people down there. It's like being a global village in Dubai Mall together. It's great to see everyone excited. It's great to see the events are back. Every single time I go to the expo and I see the big crowd, it reminds me of the time when we had the national disinfection program, when roads were closed and the malls were shut, restrictions were in place. It was crazy to see, and it's amazing to see how far we've all come, and eventually to the stage that we're at the moment. And if you want to go to the Korean Pavilion, best place to park would be the mobility district, and it's very important to be mindful of this because there's a lot of walking. If you're in there for the steps, you will love the expo. Hands down, it's the greatest place to bring on the steps, feel the European vibe, pedestrian access everywhere, and a car-free zone to an extent, and it's just beautiful. You can walk around, explore the world, use your passport, expo passport that you've got, stamp away, and it's great. But just be mindful that if there's a particular pavilion that you want to visit, for example, very popular amongst Indian and Pakistanis would be the Opportunity District, because that's where the Indian Pavilion is, that's where the US Pavilion is, that's where the Pakistani Pavilion is, that's where the UK Pavilion is, Indonesian as well, Ukraine also added to the mix. So and Belarus, let's not forget Belarus as well. So if you're going to the Opportunity District, that is going to be the place that you want to visit. And then I mostly park in the sustainability. That's where the media parking is, and I'm a big fan of the expo, guys. I'm so excited that I've done at least 7 visits, that if I make my 8th, which is hopefully soon, I'll be even more excited to go for it. And it's just such a great place, to be honest.
I heard that they brought down the cost of the ticket, the expo ticket.
They're giving offers. So what they're doing is it's 95 dirhams or 95 dirhams.
Yeah, now
buy.
it's 75, right?
Is it?
That's what
I don't think so.
I read that yesterday.
Or did you whistleblowers say that again?
No, I read it actually in an article. I don't know. Let's see.
Right, okay. I'm
Gulf Today, I don't know.
Oh, really? I know that they offer a month pass for the same price now. So October pass. I'm sure to allow more visitors, they'll start with a November pass as well.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be amazing in November, because the weather's going to cool down a lot more than it is now. Because the moment it deceives you, the weather says, oh, it's 24 degrees Celsius this morning, and you're thinking, wow, this is amazing, and then it turns out to be 39 by the afternoon. It's a huge shift, and it gets a bit toasty in the evening as well. So hopefully the weather is going to get better over the coming few days, and Expo in the evenings would be the best place to be honest.
Absolutely. And in case you're wondering about more things to do at the Expo, it's currently Space Week, running until October 23rd. Astronauts from NASA, the UAE, Italy, and Japan are meeting visitors and fielding questions about life in space. We've got several important talks as well. In fact, tomorrow, today, in fact, the Minister of State for Advanced Sciences, Sarah Al-Amri, and chairwoman of the UAE Space Agency, is going to be addressing the Space Business Forum as well. So a lot of space talk and forums and discussions being held at the Expo 2020 as well.
Exciting times indeed. Well, we'll leave you with some more musical entertainment and a couple of adverts for you this morning, and I will continue the discussions right after that. So stay tuned to Pulse 95. The Morning Majlis shall return right after some more musical entertainment.
If you liked this episode of The Morning Majlis, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.
Pulse.